This is the first nationwide clinical trial to offer treatment for some type of advanced cancer, and it uses telehealth to reach patients all over the country. We are located at Columbus, Ohio, the Ohio State University, James Cancer Hospital, and we can evaluate patients from any state in the country. And we work in partnership with local oncologists for standard of care blood work and scans. But we manage all aspects of the trial therapy. In this instance, it's a drug that's approved in another cancer, and we'll be using this drug pemigatinib for patients who have pancreatic cancer with FGFR alterations. Our goal is to make it available to all patients in the United States. We are not yet conducting this as an international study, and we'll be able to again partner with physicians in any American state to evaluate potential patients, get them qualified, start shipping them drug, doing televisits to see how they're doing, make adjustments, monitor their care, interpret their scans, again, like we would a normal trial, but we're really trying to extend the reach of our expertise by using telehealth. Our role with expertise in pancreatic cancer and FGFR positive cancers is to share our 10 years of experience in conducting research and clinical trials on these topics uh, with a community oncologist or a local oncologist who may not see that many patients with FGFR altered cancers. And we can offer our expertise for the disease as well as the novel treatment. And again, we also have experience with pancreatic cancer, which is the disease in this trial, as we've treated 5 patients over the past several years in other basket clinical trials for FGFR. So that experience really helps us, and we want to learn from the patients who are going to participate in this study. Not only will they be able to join our treatment study, but we have a registry where we're going to follow these patients even when they're not on the trial. And we'll be able to do some other studies to learn about sort of the natural history and potentially what other treatments these patients benefit from. Well, we've learned from basket trials of FGFR kinase inhibitors, where multiple solid tumors have been treated. We've learned from 5 patients who've come to Ohio State for treatment, and they have done well with FGFR kinase inhibitors. But no one has yet studied pancreatic cancer for FGFR. We estimate that it's probably around 1.5% if you include all the FGFR activating alterations that could happen in pancreas cancer. Here's an example on the screen with a patient with lung metastases, which respond and shrink at 2 months and 4 months of treatment with an FGFR inhibitor as part of a basket clinical trial. So our goal with this nationwide study is really to focus in on pancreatic cancer, which has nuances different from other solid tumors, but figure out how these patients can best benefit from FGFR kinase inhibitors. And to do that, we are partnering with a combination of diagnostics companies, as well as Pancreatic Cancer Action Network, as well as doing extensive outreach to oncology practices nationwide to make sure they are aware that this trial is available to them at their doorstep. So any patients they see anywhere can potentially be evaluated for this trial. Clinical trials are hard to get into, hard to access, and could be scary. And so for patients, this means wondering what kind of treatment they're going to get. Are they a guinea pig? Are they losing their trusted oncologist that they've had from the get-go? Is it extra time to travel? Is it going to be costly? And so I think a trial like this can really overcome some of these concerns. There's a very high likelihood of benefit based on the patients we've already learned from. We continue to work with their local oncologists so they have that trusted doctor. There's no placebo, so everyone's going to get treatment because this is a precision oncology trial. So we in this instance, because it's a rare target within pancreas cancer, we're not randomizing, and they don't have to travel. So hopefully this overcomes many of those barriers. At the same time, getting clinical trials out to patients in the community can be hard. So physicians who may not be aware of this trial, who may see a lot of extra time and cost with bringing trials to their practice, and they have a limited number of trials they could bring to their practice. Maybe they have the perception that patients aren't going to benefit from these early phase trials. But again, in this instance, we know this is a molecularly selected population of patients, so more than likely to benefit. And there's no extra resources. So community practice really has to operate, with dimes and quarters and nickels and manage their business. This is no extra cost. So they can access this trial as well as potentially other telemedicine trials that we hope to bring forward without any extra cost and time, right? And so we really want to mitigate these barriers both from a physician and patient perspective. Well, if they have a patient with pancreatic cancer who has an FGFR mutation of any kind, they can just reach out to me or to Dr. Zach Risch, who's an assistant professor, also working on this study and help to develop it. My email address is listed on this slide, as well as our phone number. We're happy to evaluate any patient. One, they can potentially be a candidate for the trial. Two, they may also join our registry. And in some instances, we're also learning about FGFR mutations of unknown significance that may actually be important. So if you have a doubt about an FGFR alteration, just reach out and we'll investigate. We are working to share our experiences in telemedicine for therapeutic trials, as well as learn from others who are developing similar trials. And so we are kicking off this summer an investigator-driven nationwide telemedicine therapeutics trials network for cancer. We're going to work on an acronym for this, but our objectives are education, learning from the current real-world efforts for trial development, supporting the development of new trials that leverage telemedicine for either a rare target or a rare cancer. I think those are very suitable places to start. To facilitate clinical trial accrual, this network will sort of be the virtual footprint where we get to interact with investigators and oncologists across the country through a newsletter, as well as leveraging our relationships with stakeholders like diagnostics companies, foundations, and industry who are helping us work on these trials. And then finally, just bringing everybody together. I think this will bring a lot of momentum to telemedicine for clinical trials. So we hope to kick this off with some virtual meetings, kind of identifying opportunities to learn and grow and share. And then finally, we hope to have a in-person meeting at American Society of Clinical Oncology in 2026. So if there's any interest, we'd love to hear from you. Send us an email or a phone call. We'd love to connect with you.